Hi everybody. So today I received an email this morning from Smith's Toy Store, who sent me a promotional email to tell me that they had an offer running. The offer was going to last for a few days, and it was just a promotional email, like a marketing email, to say that this particular offer is on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into Smith's and just to see if there's any good deals available. So literally gonna go into the Smith's Toy Store. As you can see, the offer is on their homepage straight away, which is 6% off if you buy £50 or more, or 12% off when you spend £100 or more. The offer runs until Thursday the 25th, so we've got a few days left on this particular deal. So it works out approximately, you can tell by this, £100 off for every £100 that you spend, that you will get a £12 discount. So that's about a 12% discount. Now, when you don't know what you're going to be buying, the best way to look at it is, because what we don't want to do is we don't want to spend £150 and only get £12 off, because that's going to be less than a 12% discount. So we want to spend as close to the £100 or the £50 as possible, because when you spend 50 it's £6 off, so that's still the 12% working out. So we want to get closer as possible to these denominations, and that might mean buying a few different items and working it out. So what we're going to do for the purposes of this particular video is we are going to base our workings out on a 10% discount. Now, it may well be that I might be able to get to the full 12% if I buy a different combination of products, etc., things like that. But just for the purposes of showing you the sourcing process on this particular video, we're just going to work out on the basis of an average of 10%, which should be very easy to achieve when we look at different products. So as we go down, those are the discounts. We would just have to add in a code once we find some products that we like. And as you can see straight away, the first thing we look for when we're sourcing is you will obviously get to know the particular sites that you end up sourcing from, and Smiths tend to have their offers as you scroll down. So we can see here that they've got a half price sale, and already there's some items that are going to be jumping out on us. So we're going to have a look at those items. So this is online arbitrage. So we are looking for items that are going to be in stock online. So let's have a look at, first of all, this Optimus Prime sword. Straight away, I can tell it's out of stock, so that's not going to be of interest to us. If you are interested in retail arbitrage, so you actually want to go into the store, you can see in my local store I have actually got 11 in stock. So what I would do is I would have a look at it and investigate it a little bit further if I was going to be going to my local store. But for the purposes of this video, we are going to be looking at online only. So the next item here is a Playskool Elefun Pop-In Park. It must be some sort of toddler toy. Again, yeah, so it's half price at the moment. We can see it's in stock, so straight away that's going to be of interest for us. So what we're going to do is just copy the title. Okay, so I've just jumped on over into Amazon. So we are looking for amazon.co.uk for the purposes of this particular demonstration. We're looking at selling this particular item on the UK market. So I'm just going to paste the item in. I'm going to search here. I've searched under the all section just to make sure that we're covering all the potential departments that it could be sold under Amazon. We've got a few listings that have come up, as you can see, but we're generally going to be interested in the first listing, and this is going to be the correct listing. As we can see, we've got a number of reviews here. The other listings haven't got reviews, which means people aren't really selling on them. And it's also got the Amazon Choice button. You don't get that button unless the item is being sold. So Amazon's almost recommending this product to their customers to say, if you're looking for a Playskool product, or if you're looking for a product for your infant child, then Amazon recommends this product. So we're just going to click into the listing. So the first thing we would be looking at is whether or not we can sell this item for more than we've purchased it for. So at the moment, without any discounts, we know we can purchase it for $14.95. Somebody is selling it here for $23.95, so we know straight away that's more. So there could be some potential profit in this item. Now, when we go through and we make the checks to see whether or not there is any profit, it may well be once we've paid our fees, delivery costs, our Amazon selling fees, some VAT on our fees, which are all costs of selling on Amazon, it may well be that there isn't any profit in this item, but we have to go through these particular checks in order to know whether it's going to be worth it for us. So, as I said, the first thing is price. We can see that we're selling there's someone selling it for more on here, which is great. The next thing I would look at, I can see that this item is being sold by the seller directly. So they're not selling through FBA. The great thing about selling through FBA is you can actually generally sell it for more, and people will buy the FBA listing over somebody that is selling it themselves, purely because they know they're getting that service from Amazon that protects them as a customer. It's going to be coming next day. They're not going to have to pay for delivery, and they've just got that extra guarantee that they're purchasing it through Amazon's own Prime program, and they probably get a little bit more protection than they would through buying it from a seller directly. So how we can find out how much we can look to sell it for on the Prime program is we hit the 17 new, and that will show us, that will take us into a page which shows us all the sellers selling that particular product. As you can see here, these are all non-Prime sellers. This is the first Prime seller that we come to, so $26.99, and you can see here is back ordered. So this isn't even in stock yet. Now this is the reason why this particular person is not sat holding the buy box on the front page. The buy box is Amazon's, it's almost giving the seller the best shot to sell that particular product, and it's generally awarded to the cheapest, or the person with the best reviews, or the person that represents what their customer wants the most. And in 9 times out of 10, their customers want to buy through the Prime service. And that's why you can be more expensive and still be sat in that buy box position, because that's what Amazon want. Amazon want people to buy through their FBA Prime service. So we've got $26.99. That's not in stock at the moment, but the $27.99 one is. But what we're going to do, it's coming into stock soon, so I think it's fair to base it on the $26.99, although possibly we could go a little bit higher, but just for the purposes of this, let's base it that we can realistically sell this product for $26.99 through the Amazon Prime program. So I'm just going to go back into this page. Now, you may have noticed that you had this come up on the right hand side of the page. This is the Easy FBA calculator. So this is what we use to see whether or not there's going to be any profit, there's going to be any margin in selling this item once we've taken out all of our selling costs, our delivery costs, all of our fees that we pay to Amazon. So we know that we can purchase this for $14.99 or $14.95. So we're going to take 10% off of that, because we know that we can get an extra 10%. So that brings it down to £13.49. So we pop in our buy cost in here, and then we're going to pop in $26.99, because we know that that is what we could realistically, at this moment in time, if we were had this product through the Amazon Prime the Amazon Prime program, that we would be able to sell it at $26.99. So I'm just going to calculate the profit, and see down here, we've got all of our referral fees, FBA fees, the VAT that we have to pay on the fees. So it's taken into account all of our selling fees, and our total fees come out $8.39. So you can see why I mentioned about it's important to check whether or not the fees are going to work. So as we can see, £8.39. And once we've taken all of that out, we've got a £5.11 profit. Now, generally, as a rule of thumb, a minimum profit that we're looking for is either £5 per item, or we're looking at a minimum return of investment of 30%. So that ticks both boxes in that case. We've got just over 37% and just over £5 profit on each item that we were going to sell. Now, the next thing we're going to look at is the sales rank. Now, the sales rank in this case is 8,694 in toys and games. In this particular area that we're looking for, we're really looking for anything under the 50,000 mark. Sales rank works a bit like golf. We're looking for as low a number as possible. So the lowest number indicates how much of a good seller it is. So it ticks all the boxes in that respect. The final thing that we would come down and look at is this item here, this graph here, which is known as the Keeper graph. And this gives us a historic look of this particular item's selling history on Amazon. So what we're looking for here is this green line. Lots of spikes indicate every time there's a spike, it indicates that there's a sale. So we're looking for a nice heartbeat type of, well, I was going to say line, but it's not really a line. So lots of up and down. That's what we're looking for in this case. Now, the second thing we'd be looking for is just to double check that the people selling and holding the buy box are those FBA sellers. So as you can see in that pink box there, it says $27.99. So that person's been awarded the buy box over the cheaper people on the FBM fulfilled by merchant. So the seller selling it themselves, even though they're cheaper, Amazon is giving the buy box and that item is being purchased at $27.99. So we know that's just a double check that we know that we can sell that product for more. So in this case, 100%, this would be an item that we would then go ahead and purchase. And as you can see, just from the Smiths page, if we just jump back into that in particular, in that particular area, there's probably, that was the first item I came across. And we've got lots of others. I mean, that's a fantastic price for that particular item. I can see this is a very good price as well. So as you can see, that's literally just the first item on their homepage that I've looked into on this particular deal. If you go into the toys section and you just literally have a look through all the offers, straight away you can see there's discounts here. That's the sort of thing that we're looking for when it comes to sourcing. And then you would just go ahead, check it's in for home delivery, copy it over into Amazon, and then you would make a decision from then. Once you've gone through, had a look on the calculator, see if there's any profit, and see whether or not it's going to be of interest to you to purchase. And that's how we source our products.